Let's go over how you do the Tunisian reverse stitch. For this stitch, we're just going to start with a basic crochet chain, and the number of chains does not matter. I'm just going to crochet about 10 chains. So to start every Tunisian stitch, we first need to do the Tunisian simple stitch. I'm just going to quickly brush over the stitch, so if you're not sure how to do the stitch, please watch this video here. So we're going to go into the back bumps of the chain, pulling up a loop in every chain across. Once you get to the very last chain, we're then going to yarn over and pull through one, and then yarn over and pull through two all the way across until we have one loop left on our hook. All right, so now we have a row of the Tunisian simple stitch. So now we are going to start the Tunisian reverse stitch. Tunisian stitch looks like this little bar here. There's one bar in front and there's one bar in the back. For a normal Tunisian simple stitch, you're just going in the front bar every time. The reverse stitch is the reverse of the simple stitch. So instead of going into the front bar, we're going to be going into the back bar. And to do so, we need to work on the other side of our work. So we're going to put our hook behind our work and come and go into that back bar. Just like a normal simple stitch, but instead we are going into the back bar instead of the front bar. We're then going to yarn over and pull through. And that is one Tunisian reverse stitch. So once again, not going into this front loop, but going into the back loop instead. We're going behind our work, going through the stitches. So you can see the loop behind and the loop in front. We're going to yarn over and pull up a loop. And we're just going to keep going across like that. So going behind our work, going through that back loop, yarn over, pull up a loop. Behind our work, going in the back loop, yarn over, pull up a loop. And you're just going to do that all the way across. You should be making these little bumps, as you can see here. And just like every other Tunisian stitch, we're going to go into the very last stitch, where we're going into those two loops at the end. That way we have a nice edge. And then we return pass like normal. So you're gonna yarn over, pull through one, and then yarn over, pull through two across until you have one loop left on your hook. And there you go. We have one row of those bumps going across. That is our reverse stitch. This kind of mocks the look of a purl stitch in knitting. So this stitch pairs really nicely with the Tunisian knit stitch, where you can mock the knit and the purl together. So let's do one more row of the reverse stitch so you can see 3 rows together. So we're going behind our work. The first one is a little bit hard. It's nice to use the end of your hook to pull it. So if you can't find it, just turn your hook and grab it that way. Yarn over, pull up a loop. And going behind your work, inserting your hook, yarn over, pull through. Keep doing that across. Going into the last 2 loops there, yarn over, pull up. And then return pass, yarn over, pull through 1, and yarn over, pull through 2 across. All right, and there you go. So the best way to count rows in this stitch is just to count the rows of the bumps rather than on the side. So say you need 4 rows of the Tunisian reverse stitch, I would count these bump rows rather than the side or the unworked stitches here. In this case, we have 2 rows of Tunisian reverse stitch. Lastly, to bind off the Tunisian reverse stitch, you can just do a slip stitch across if you like, but if you do a slip stitch, it's going to leave these bars up here. So one thing you can do is go into it like you're going to be doing another reverse stitch, but instead of leaving the loop on your hook, we're just going to slip stitch instead. So that way we don't leave those unworked Tunisian simple stitch look, and rather the look of the reverse stitch instead. So going into the back like a reverse stitch, but then pulling that loop through. And then go into the last stitch like normal, doing a slip stitch. And there you go. That is how you do a Tunisian reverse stitch. If you thought this video was helpful, please like and subscribe, and comment down below what other Tunisian stitches you would like to see tutorials of. Thanks for watching!